When you ask someone if they'd rather take a traditional job or become a full-time YouTuber, the answer usually involves a specific fantasy: total geographical freedom, brand deals, and dragging a camera through first-class airport lounges while fans ask for selfies. It sounds incredible, and it forces a very real question. Should you walk away from the standard corporate path to chase that exact lifestyle? To answer that, we have to look past the highlight reels. I've spent the last 10 years navigating YouTube as a career, but before that, I spent 13 years working traditional jobs. Comparing the two side by side reveals a specific trade-off. You are weighing the allure of the spotlight against the reality of financial predictability. A traditional job gives you a guaranteed financial floor. You show up, you do the work, and the paycheck clears. The catch is that your employer heavily caps your ceiling. YouTube operates on the exact opposite logic. There is absolutely no cap on how much you can earn, but the floor has been completely removed. Ultimately, you're looking at a choice between an absolute baseline of safety and taking on massive risk to pursue an unlimited earning potential. In corporate life, you are essentially trading your potential upside for what we can call a predictability premium. This chart shows how both paths play out. The traditional career's left side offers slow, steady growth, immune to daily market volatility. But on the right, YouTube income relies on massive spikes from viral videos, followed immediately by sharp drops dictated by shifting algorithms. Surviving in the creator economy means building a life that can withstand those periods where the income line flatlines at zero. If you can't weather those dry spells, standard financial planning becomes nearly impossible. Let's break down exactly what you have to feed into the traditional corporate system to get that steady line. The foundation of a traditional career relies heavily on specialized input. In a corporate hierarchy, you are usually hired to execute one specific skill well. Whether that's advanced Excel modeling, writing code, or managing HR, you focus on your designated lane. Because you reliably provide that specific skill, the outcome is guaranteed. A predictable salary lands in your bank account on the exact same dates every month, regardless of whether your department actually generated profit that week. But that security comes at a defined cost. You are trading away geographic flexibility, scheduling autonomy, and accepting a strictly capped income based on corporate pay bands. A traditional job provides mental peace regarding your financial obligations, provided you are willing to trade away personal freedom and exponential growth to get it. But if you decide you want to chase the asymmetric upside of YouTube, the required inputs look entirely different. Unlike the corporate employee's single-lane focus, a creator is an entire production studio rolled into one person. You can't just be good on camera. You have to simultaneously master scripting, public speaking, video editing, thumbnail design, and deep data analytics. In the early stages, you have to execute all of those disciplines with relentless consistency, often grinding for months of intense labor without seeing a single dime in return. If you survive that phase, the potential rewards open up. Algorithmic virality and corporate brand deals can suddenly generate more income in a single month than a traditional salary pays in a year. But the trade-off is severe. You completely destroy your income predictability. Your monthly earnings are no longer tied to the hours you work. They are entirely subjugated to shifting algorithmic whims, viewer trends, and the unpredictable marketing budgets of your sponsors. To access an uncapped ceiling, you have to operate as a fully functioning media company, while accepting that there is absolutely zero guarantee of a paycheck on Friday. This brings us to the biggest misconception about the creator lifestyle: the allure of freedom. Yes, you might have the physical freedom to edit a video from the beach or abandon the 9-to-5 commute, but the mental tax of the job runs 24/7. A creator's brain never truly clocks out. Because your income is unprotected, you are constantly scanning for the next idea, terrified of falling behind the competition. You start panicking over a 10% dip in algorithmic reach, or stressing out because a rival creator's video went viral while yours flatlined. In a traditional job, the work pressure is largely contained. You log off at 5, go home, and leave the company's problems at the office. In the creator economy, you trade a human manager for a far more ruthless digital boss, the algorithm. And in the process, the boundaries between your work and your personal life are effectively erased. Ultimately, neither path is objectively better than the other. The right choice depends entirely on matching your career to your baseline psychological needs. This chart breaks down exactly where you fit, based on how you handle risk and specialization. Down here in the low-risk single-skill quadrant, we have the security seeker. If you require strict work-life boundaries and a dependable monthly budget for family obligations, the traditional job remains the most effective way to protect your baseline. Up here in the high-risk multidisciplinary quadrant, we have the asymmetric optimizer. If you thrive on risk, if you can financially survive prolonged periods without pay, and you actively want to build diverse skills to chase exponential growth, then YouTube is exactly where you should be. Choosing the path that actively contradicts your natural risk tolerance is a guaranteed recipe for rapid burnout and deep unfulfillment. This is why it's so critical to be honest with yourself. If you love the idea of creator freedom, but lack the resilience for undefined working hours and algorithmic punishment, you are stepping into a trap. True financial freedom in the creator economy requires embracing immense, constant chaos. Conversely, the comforting safety of a traditional job requires submitting to corporate discipline and accepting heavily restricted autonomy. The outcome depends on which cost you are willing to pay to achieve your goals. You either pay for security with your time, or you pay for freedom with your peace of mind. Choose your currency carefully.